Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. Today we're looking at JoyToy Chinese People's Volunteer Army winter uniform and also China People's Volunteer Army spring uniform. So we're looking at 6 figures in total. These are obviously historic. I'm not sure what era. Maybe these are after Second World War. Maybe they are the Korean War era. I'm not sure. Maybe someone let me know in the comments. I think the winter uniform ones look really good, and I even like those spring uniform ones too. So this is a extra set, or the next set I should say, to their historical line. We've got the World War II, we've got US paratroopers, US Army if I remember rightly. We've got the 4 German sets. I forget how many German sets we've got as well. So we're getting more of this stuff together. But unlike with the other sets where there were up to 5 and there was like a special weapon or something, these are just in 3s and there's no special or bigger weapon that I can see in there. So without further ado, I'm gonna unbox these. We'll turn the camera around and we will have a look at these figures and sit the mic. So let's get into it. So here we go. This is the spring uniform set. They look really nice. Let's have a quick look at the sculpts. Uniforms look good. They look nice. I love this guy sort of open mouth, shouting, screaming. It could be shouting out commands, war cries, or screaming for his life, scared. We don't know. This guy's a bit more stoic. I'm assuming he's the commander, maybe. And then this guy, I'm a bit confused because he appears to have blue eyes, which is not particularly Chinese. You can see a sort of blue colour in there. But he's still another nice looking figure. I do like the look of these. They look great. These straps and stuff look like they can come off. But I'm not going to do it. They can come off, I can see. Which is good. If you want a bit more simple. We come with 3 hats. They are all the same, and they just plop right on. Very, very nice, very effective, I think. Gives a nice look to the figure. Looks very cool. We have 2 shoulder bags like this with the canteen and the satchel. We have this, which I have no idea what that is, like a scarf. We have this grenade pouch, but funnily enough, the grenade that comes loose is a damn sight bigger than the ones that come in the pouch, which is a shame. We get 1 pistol for the officer. Do any of these have a... But none appear to have a holster for the pistol that I can see. So perhaps... No, that's a shame. It'd be nice if one had a holster for the pistol. Oops, hello. Never mind. And then obviously we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 alternate hands. And then the weapons, very simple, brown and black, look effective. Have like this assault rifle, sniper rifle here. This machine gun here. And they're sort of more, I don't want to say classic, but this rotary, is it what's called rotary canister, I guess, for the name, machine gun here, which looks pretty nice as well. They are a really nice looking set. Now, judging by the pictures, I prefer the winter ones, and I'll get those open and we'll have a comparison in a few minutes, but these are better than I was expecting in terms of aesthetic. Okay, let's look at their articulation. So we'll take this guy here. It should be the same in all of them. Left, right, up, down, side to side. The only thing is the neck barbell is not coloured flesh, is black, so you will see it. Shoulders will go all the way around, but judging by that, how far out they splay on the jacket, I don't think you'll get very far on the outwards. Let's have a look. Still over 180, so that's okay. Bicep, nice. Gets over 90 degrees with both hands. He has trunk, but again, these sort of straps are going to limit his trunk, and he can turn from the waist. Hips you'd have to cut slots into the we'll call it a skirt section, I guess, to get any better than that. Forwards is a bit better. Backwards, not really, but it feels a bit loose. There's a thigh twist, which is really stiff. There we go. Let's put his hip back on now. There we go. Double kneecap, really quite nice and tight. Can you see? Yeah. There is small boot turn. Not really no, it's a small pivot, a small twist on the feet. Not as much as I was hoping for. Tippy toes. It's not bad. Dorsiflexation is very small but acceptable, and they have the toe articulation, which is great. Decent articulation. All right, let's see how they hold their weapons. They come, let's have a look. Is it like the... Yeah, they all come with the same standard hand configuration. The spare hands, let's have a look, are like this, not quite opposite. Okay, so let's see. So let's have... Yeah, let's do the big gun first. This will be really hard to hold. Not really made for action figures to hold nicely, but maybe I'll be proven wrong. Because there's no handle for him. He's just got to rest it on his forearm. And let's get that the other way. And hope he can hold it with his hand here, which I think he can. Not bad, to be fair. I was not expecting to hold it as well as that. I much prefer to have that hips a bit loose, to have that stock into his shoulders still. Ah! I was there, then it got stuck to my hand and came out. There we go. Oh, no. Come out his hand here now. And I look, his hand's going to break off or dislocate his wrist. So yes, he can hold. These are difficult guns for action figures to hold nicely, not having a specific or nice handle for them to get their grip on, but he can hold that actually rather well, has to be said. That does look pretty damn cool. And the same with this one. This will be difficult as well, though he might just put it around his back and take the pistol. Love that shouting head I said before. Let's see how he manages. It should be as equally as good for him. Let's see. Again, it's a... Wow, this is going to be more difficult, I think. Yeah, he cannot get quite the position he needs to hold that. He'll have to hold it more in a guard position. I can do it, but it's going to take a long time. And, you know, you guys will get bored of my voice sooner or later. So he's not holding it particularly well at the moment. But he can hold it still quite nicely. And then the last one should be the easiest to hold because it has got a handle. And again, using their standard hands, they come with, not swapping any hands around. So for this one, I probably want to swap to a better gripping hand for this front part there, but that said, he does hold that nicely too. Let's put a hat on him as well. Very nice. These are 3 decent soldiers. These are really good army builders, I think. The hands are okay. They do hold the guns okay. Not bad. Pretty damn good. I like these. What I'll do, this guy is holding this one a bit awkwardly. I'll try him with the pistol. See how that hand copes with the pistol. Looks like it's going to be a great fit. Yeah, he's sort of pointing the gun downwards a little bit. So not the best. I might have to change hands for that, but he can hold the pistol quite well too. So these are the spring uniform of the Chinese People's Volunteer Army. Look pretty cool. So what I'm doing now is pause, put these to the side slightly, get out the winter uniform, have a look at those, then we can compare all 6 together and see what they're like. So back in an instant for you guys. Okay, so here's the winter uniform. First impressions, again, really good. Some nice little details. This guy and this guy, if you look, you can see carefully, they've got gloves on their uniform, which is really nice. They're also a lot more bulky. They're padded out for winter, which is another nice touch as well, which I really like. Again, we come with the same set of alternative hands. All the guns are different, so no repeats from the spring to the winter. So this rotary magazine, one, it's a magazine or clip? I guess magazine, one here. Another machine gun, but different here. I'm assuming that's a machine gun. It looks like it could be a rifle. Then we have this rifle with a bayonet here, which looks to be almost the same as the one from the spring, but the magazine is smaller. It's got the bayonet, but it is a different gun. 2 of these, which are the same, like we saw in the spring set. I didn't put these on in the spring set. Let's put one on now. So his canteen with his water and whatnot. Looks pretty cool. This is different. So we got the grenades and we got like a backpack with a spade. So I'm not sure how that's going to fit on there, but let's have a look how that's going to look. I have to take his head off for this one. It seems a bit tighter. So it looks like that on the back, and from the front it's like that, and his brace of grenades under his arm there. Looks pretty damn good again. The faces in these seem far more stoic, less emotional. Let's have a look. So here we have one here. That's a nice looking face. Again, touch of blue in the eyes, which is not very Chinese. In fact, Chinese don't have blue in their eyes or green apparently. However, I do work at my workplace. There's a Chinese with greenish eyes, so maybe she's mixed somewhere. Again, a touch of colour in his eyes. He does look pretty cool as well. And then this guy, he's just one mean looking son of a gun. Looks good as well. 3 hats. The hats are not identical. We have 2 where the ear warmers are down and 1 where they are tied up. So let's put the hats on, have a look how it changes their aesthetic. Yeah, getting like a Star Wars Hoth Trooper feel now, you know. Let's keep our ears warm, we don't want frostbite. Very, very nice. Articulation, I will look at the guy who's not got extra stuff on. I'll take his hat off. So left, right, up, down, side to side, arm all the way around. Again, shoulders not quite as high, it appears, as the spring uniform. Is that in? Yeah. Far more bulky, but I reckon the biceps, yeah, still very, very good bicep bend. Great job by JoyToy there. There is trunk here, but again, it's limited by this vest. There is waist, but it's limited. See, the waist would be that little joint here. Thighs, it's not even in there. Thighs outwards will go really far, about to there. So if I can get this back in, you see that the actual hole is actually at an angle, so it's not as easy as I would like. Okay, that appears to be in. And he says, and it pops out again. Come on. Can I get his trunk? There we go. Hole's a bit more forwards now. Okay, forwards, not great because the tunic. Backwards, not great. Hip feels a bit loose. There's a thigh twist. So double knee bend, gets very tight as you'd expect. And he's popped out of joint again. So what I will do is just push that in very quickly. Then I'll swap around to this guy. There is boot twist on the feet. And he's popped out for his tippy toe. Tippy toe is not great on these ones. Dorsiflexation is acceptable, but not great. Their feet have pivot outwards, pivot inwards. Surprisingly, more easy than the spring uniform. And then they have the toe articulation, which JoyToy are particularly good at doing. Okay, hopefully I can get this guy back in properly fitting, not just resting there. And what I'm going to do now is put their weapons in hand, see how they hold them, and then we do a quick comparison with the spring soldiers, and we can close out the review there. So let's put his hat back on. So let's start with difficult guns first. Difficult to hold, so this would be, this might be more difficult than the little machine gun looking one, because there's no real handles to hold again. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a mission to hold this, I think. Again, you might have to go for the classic, I'm going to hold my gun in a guarding position. There he goes. Which he does well, looks good. Next difficult one. No, let's use an easy one for him because he'll probably pop apart. That'll be this one because there's nothing really to hold again. But let's see how he copes with this. Is his arm the right way around? Yeah, all right. I don't want to do the classic position again, but I might have no choice since I don't want to waste your guys or my time. Or maybe I'll just go for a different pose. Let's see, come on. Fingers are quite rubbery, which is nice. That's an improvement from some of the previous JoyToy hands on their new system. But the issue is still going to be how's he going to hold this gun nicely. For an action pose, I think he's going to really struggle for that. There's no pistol with this set, but we do have a pistol with the spring uniform set. The other thing with this set, because it's got the strap also gets in the way. So again, because he's going to burn off his hands if he holds it like that, holding that barrel like that. Again, I'll do the classic pose because it's an easy get out, but it's not the best for action. And then, in fact, none of these are easy hold weapons on this set, which could be a touch problematic, but it feels more like a display set as opposed to a play set. And by that I mean you make them, you pose them, you stick them in the display, they look really nice and they stay there for like 6 months, and then you repose them or you just forget about them forever and they stay in that same pose. Whereas a play set, you want to move, you change around, you go pew 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 pew, and you do whatever sound effects you want to do, and so forth. Again, same pose with him because it's quick and easy. So move these out of the way. Here is our winter uniform soldiers, looking particularly nice, I must say. And then here is our spring uniform soldiers here, again looking particularly nice. I think they've done a good job on these soldiers. I think they're really nice. Some improvements over some of the other ones, particularly the hands having that sort of rubbery grip, so it's slightly easier, and some of the head expressions, like this guy I've got now with his mouth open, are particularly good. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys. Please click on the notification icon. You can like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video coming soon. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.